What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy Chad once again, bringing y'all another video, man. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Ice Cube pulling out of a movie deal for $9 million due to him refusing being vaccinated. So I have this little article here from the Huffington Post. I'm just going to read a little bit here, and then I'll go ahead and, give my 2 cents about the whole thing, and then we'll just go from there, you feel me? So, actor and rapper Ice Cube has reportedly dropped out of the Sony comedy Oh Hell No after producers requested that the entire cast get the COVID-19 vaccine. By allegedly refusing to get his shots, the Friday star walked away from a $9 million payday and a winter filming in Hawaii with co-star Jack Black. Ice Cube has publicly advocated for mask wearing during the pandemic. In August, back in college, thanked the NWA artist for donating 2,000 face masks to the school. In April 2020, Ice Cube launched the Check Yourself Before You Wreck Yourself brand of t-shirts featuring images of him wearing a mask. The rapper said on Instagram that 100% of the proceeds from the t-shirt sales went to frontline healthcare workers. Now, before we even get into this, Ice Cube, to me, Ice Cube is one of those people who I really do respect Ice Cube because he's shown over the last few years, and he's also shown back in his past, he does not go for this nonsense. He doesn't go for anyone trying to tell him what to do. He doesn't go for any of that, right? So you have him here refusing to get, vaccinated to be able to do this movie. Now, it's $9 million on the table, right? Ice Cube, his morals, his integrity, he's a man who stands for principle. Yes, he may tell people, wear masks so everybody can be safe. Everybody, can try to do their part. But he's not going for you have to be vaccinated to do this. So he's not doing it. This also reminds me of Kyrie Irving and a couple other basketball players who see all this money in front of them on the table. But because their morals, their integrity, their character is on the line, they're deciding, you know what? I'm not going to fold and do what it is for money. A lot of people have a love for money, but Kyrie Irving, Ice Cube, they do not. Now, Ice Cube is also the same person who back in the day when NWA was having issues with their manager, I forgot what the manager's actual name was. Let me see here. His name was Jerry Heller. Jerry Heller, when he was actually stealing money from the group, Ice Cube decided, I'm just going to leave NWA because the manager, Jerry Heller, was stealing money from us. And so he left. He said he wasn't getting a fair share of the profits. He was one of those people who, did most of the work for the album with the lyrics. And he's just like, off the principle of him stealing money, even if I'm with this group, I'm a celebrity, I'm trying to gain fame, it's not worth it if someone's taking my money, so I'm out. So he's already one of those people who's like, no matter what's coming with it, even if the money is on the table, if it goes against my morals, integrity, and my character, I'm done with it. You feel me? And you got to respect him for that. Now, also, Ice Cube was also one of the people who, back when Trump was in office, right? He was trying to talk to people about the Platinum Plan. And he came to the table. He was like, I want to talk about this Platinum Plan. I'm trying to help out Black Americans. And he's the same one where the Democrats said, sure, we'll address the Platinum Plan after the election versus Trump. I mean, you guys remember I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a lot of outrage surrounding the fact that Ice Cube was talking to Trump and he was trying to have conversations about Black Americans and putting Black people first. And people were like, Ice Cube switching up, he's talking to Trump. But when it came out that Ice Cube had to come clear the air, he's like, I bought the plan to both Democrats and Republicans. Democrats told me, we don't want to talk right now, wait till after the election. Trump and the Republicans, Trump said, you know what, I'm going to move some stuff around. Ice Cube, come on down. Let's have the conversation and see what we can do. They even have it here in the article. It says that he went to address the Platinum Plan for Black Americans. It says he, in quotes, Ice Cube said himself, Dem said we'll address the CWBA after the election. Ice Cube tweeted. Trump campaign made some adjustments to their plan after talking to us about the CWBA. So not only did the Democrats say, oh yeah, we'll hear you after the election, we don't really care. and it's about black Americans. And last time I checked, Joe Biden, who's a Democrat, said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. But they don't want to talk to black people. Ice Cube then decided, you know what? I'm going to go see what the Republicans have to say. I gave them both an equal opportunity to come talk to me. Trump responded. Trump had the conversation with them about the CWBA. And then Trump actually made adjustments to the plan that Ice Cube ended up suggesting. So it's like people were only outraged at the fact that Ice Cube was talking to Trump. They weren't actually outraged with what he was actually trying to do. You feel me? Once again, they were playing identity politics. Now you have here is a couple people who are having like just a little upset that Ice Cube is not, trying to do this movie. And then like, here goes another anti-vaxxer and stuff like that. And it's like, no, Ice Cube is basically standing up just like Kyrie Irving did. These people, when celebrities do stuff like this, you have to think this goes deeper, right? They're all rich. They're all rich. They have plenty of money. Ice Cube, I know he has money. Kyrie Irving, I know he has money. But what they're literally doing is they're saying, you know what? Even though there are millions of dollars here on the table, because of my, like I said, morals, integrity, character, I'm going to stand up for the average American who, even if they can't have nearly as much money that's on the table for me, I'm going to stand up for them because of how, like, what they have to offer. Like, some people are being fired from their jobs. Some people are having to choose between, feeding their family or not. Some people are having to choose between just traveling and doing all these different things. And it's all these different, like, way down situations. And it's like, the average American probably doesn't have the opportunity, to turn down $9 million or even turn down, let's say, $30,000 a year, $50,000 a year. You feel me? The average American has to make a hard decision when it comes to, will I lose my job if I don't take this vaccine? What's going to happen? Yada, yada. And, I can say all day on here, oh, just trust God. He has a better plan for you, because that's what my faith is. But I know everybody doesn't have the same level of faith. So we have to, come up with the actual solution. So when I see Ice Cube coming up here and he's like, yo, I'm going to refuse this movie deal. What it really shows is, okay, Ice Cube had $19 million on the table. Kyrie Irving had $35 million on the table. Me as an average American, I had $30,000 on the table. I see that they did it with the amount of money they had. Maybe I can stand up and do it too. Even if it's going to be hard, even if I'm going to be without, now I feel like, okay, you know what? Maybe I can do it. Even if I give in, then I'm like, you know what? I really respect Ice Cube and Kyrie Irving because they're standing up for the average person. They're showing that they're not just going along with the narratives and the agenda just because they're rich, they're celebrities, and they want people to just do what they do. You feel me? They actually still, in my opinion, have their souls. Like, they haven't sold out for the love of money. They haven't sold out for agendas and narratives. They're actually standing their ground on what they believe that, this is everybody's choice. You can't just force people to do what you want. You feel me? And like we've been saying, a lot of people have been saying since about like, I was about to say Monday or Tuesday, but like March or February, it's like, it kind of already has gone past the point of this being science. Like, it's no longer about science. You feel me? Like, the science was probably in 2020. And then 2021, it's like, we're just doing kind of like make-believe science. Whatever they say is science is science. If they say one day the sky isn't really blue, it's green, and people say, but it looks like blue, they're like, yo, don't believe what your eyes are seeing. Don't trust any of that. Don't trust what other people are telling you the sky is blue. It's green. And people are like, okay, it's green. And it's like, that's not really how science works. You feel me? But that's for another video topic another day. I just wanted to bring you guys this video because, when I see different celebrities stand up and not just follow the narrative or follow the agenda or just do anything just because a lot of money's on the table, it really just makes me respect them a whole lot more. And just be like, you know what? Their morals are there. Their integrity's there. Their character is great. Even if people don't agree with everything they do, they're standing up for this type of kind of authoritarian and totalitarian type of feel. And they're also standing up for the average person who really can't stand up for themselves. They make the average person who can't do anything about the stuff say, man, like, they're doing it. Maybe I can too. And give them that little extra boost of encouragement, because in this day and time, It's not a lot of people trying to stand up for truth, stand up against the system that's being pushed upon us. Right now, when I'm looking at the horizon, right, I see the beast system saying, we're here. Antichrist and beast system is like, I'm here and I'm on the way. You guys really cannot stop this, but you need to be looking for it. So it's like I'm looking at the horizon like the beast system is forming. There are people caving into it. Okay, the beast system is putting more pieces together. It's loading in more. Okay, the beast system is almost here. And it's like, you have to be prepared. You got to see these things deeper. Like I've been saying in my videos, like your spiritual eyes have to be open to see what in the natural is happening that really took place in the spiritual first. Because it's not just like, oh, fire people from the jobs for not taking the vax. Like, this is a spiritual thing going on here. They're making you not trust in your God, your higher self, whatever people want to call what they want to call. I trust in God and Jesus, but they're making you not trust in that and put all your faith in the system. And when it comes to Revelation, the book of Revelation in the Bible, it's like what happened was the further people strayed away from God, the more natural and easier it was for the Antichrist to come on the scene and people just to automatically put their trust in that. Because if your trust is not in God, like if they say you have to take the vaccine or you're fired, and your trust is not in God, you would either it's not even either one. You would just go get the vaccine and be like, I have to have my job. So instead of putting your trust in God and saying, you know what, if I'm fired, maybe I'll find me another job where I don't have to be vaccinated. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I'm going to get the vaccine, and you're slowly being conditioned to when the mark of the beast comes, either you take the mark or you can't buy or sell anything. It's like, okay, I just got the mark, and they're not going to think anything of it because they've been conditioned that I'm trusting the system over God. And that's why, in the book of Revelation, it's like, once you get the mark, you're basically pledging your allegiance to the devil because you're putting all your faith in the system of you can't do anything. You can't buy or sell. It's basically like you gave your freedom up. You said, well, there's something in place here that's stealing my freedom. I can either continue fighting for my freedom or just say, I give up. I'm going to go with the system. And that's the system. It's like either you choose, the system, the devil's system, or you choose God, which is like freedom. You feel me? And anything that's from God, God is a God who gives you, free choice and free will. He doesn't force anybody to follow him. So why would he force you to get a shot to be able to keep your job? You feel me? Like you got to look at this on a spiritual level. It gets so deep where it's like spiritually, you have to see this stuff. You know what I mean? Anybody who's forcing you to do something else, that's not God. God gives you free will and a choice. So when you look at your choices in life, there's always a choice. When people say, I don't have a choice, there's always a choice. The choice just may be a difficult one to make. You feel me? But enough of me ranting, man. All my respect goes out to Ice Cube. He's always been a stand-up dude. He stays out the way. He minds his business. He speaks up for the average American. He's been trying to speak up for black people, black Americans. And he just really is just the dude who's about what he says. Like I said, morals, integrity, character. He stands for what he stands for, and he does not waver. I don't think I've seen Ice Cube waver. Like I said, his past is shown he's not going to waver. When this stuff is going left and he's like, nah, I'm not with it, he's not with it. He's not going to just switch up in this and he's doing the movie and he's like, yeah, I got vaccinated. It was $9 million. No. But anyways, man, leave your comments down below if you have any. And as always, man, thank you guys for watching. It's been your boy Chad, and I'm out. Peace.